Hello and welcome to Kinda Keto with Donna. Today is a special day for me, sort of. It's a day that I get to just enjoy my house to myself, which is a rare occasion. So I sent my husband on some errands and sometimes you just need a little time to yourself. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? I have a husband that's retired and he's home all the time. He doesn't have really any hobbies. He doesn't really have any projects that he does. So he doesn't hang out with anybody. You know, he's a good homebody. I can always trust him, but he's just always here. And I love him to death, but sometimes you just want a little alone time. So do you have anybody out there that's retired or works at home? And does anybody understand what I feel when I'm like this? Or am I just like the worst wife ever? I have asked for this time for like once a month. I'd like once a week, but once a month. How often do I get it? Once a year? Maybe twice a year, depending. So when he's not here, I don't have to hear the TV on while I'm in the sewing room. I don't have to hear his computer on watching videos while the TV's on watching news and stuff like that. You know, there's nothing that he does that's terrible. Of course not. It's just either peace and quiet or the opposite. I like to blast my music when I'm cleaning, when I'm cooking, when I'm doing things, when I'm sewing. So it's just little stuff like that. And normally when I used to do this in the past, like I said, it's pretty rare. I normally would get some leftover like white pizza and a Mountain Dew, and I'd have a dessert. Maybe I'd have a cocktail, I'd watch a movie or binge watch something or clean or cook or just whatever. So I'm not going to do that today. Today I am just do a couple little things. I got to iron a bunch of fabric and sew a little bit. But I think I am going to watch a movie, and I think it's going to be a musical. So do you guys have any musicals that you like? Leave in the comments. So I am between, and I think I know what I'm leaning to, but I am between Chicago, Grease, The Greatest Showman, Cabaret, and I thought there was another one. Well, tell me your favorites. So I got a couple things in the freezer, some little leftover things that I can use for my little day at home alone. So let's see what I got and what I need. So I know I need some mozzarella cheese, and I usually put this in the back. Cheese is wonderful to freeze, so I know I've got, see, I even marked it that I've got a half a bag. So that should be enough. So I got cheese, and ooh, look, I got some bagels. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for breakfast yet. But I know I had saved some blueberry yum yum. And actually, it's the first time I put it in the freezer, so I don't even know if it freezes well yet. But that'll be maybe a little sweet treat for later. I think that's all I need. Just a simple breakfast today. Some scrambled eggs, some bacon. I just did a whole batch of bacon, so I got bacon for the week. Some lovely avocado that I cut nice and messily. And I'm also doing a little coffee with my perfect keto collagen today. No cheese on the eggs. I'm going to do Cholula. I don't like a lot of hot sauce for a lot of stuff. I don't go for like the worst heat on the wings, but I just love Cholula, and I especially love it in eggs. And then just a little water too with my vitamin. So that's my breakfast. And before we get rolling too far, consider subscribing if you like this type of content. So I am making some pizza chaffles. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to start off with my basic chaffle mix. So I am making 6. So I am tripling the recipe because I'm going to do 2 for me, and then I'm going to do 4, put aside in the freezer for another time. So I have 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons of the almond flour, and 3 little pinches of salt. Whisk that together first. And this is just a basic chaffle recipe. And then what makes it Italian is what you put on it, but I also add a couple extra spices. So I've got oregano. I do about 3/4 cup, oh my God, 3/4 of a teaspoon of each. No, it's just a half a teaspoon each. Garlic powder is wonderful. And a little oregano. And that gives us your Italian flavors. I'm gonna whisk that up. I have my mini dash maker that I got. That's got the 4. So that's just awesome. It's just like if you're gonna make one, one batch, just make 3 or 4. All right, now that's all incorporated. Now I'm gonna add my mozzarella. All right, so I've got my mozzarella. So it's a half a cup for each batch. So this is gonna be 1.5 cups. I can open the container. The bag, good thing I took out a separate one. So about 1.5 cups. Boom, the batter's ready. There we go. Mix it up there. And when I'm doing more than 2, I use a 1/4 cup measuring spoon, and that's measuring cup, and that's how I make each chaffle. So that kind of at least gives me pretty similar results for each one. All right, batter is done. But I'm also not going to make a traditional red pizza. I'm going to do a white pizza. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I've got the dash maker warming up, and I'm going to make my own little white pizza. I've got a little leftover Alfredo sauce that I hadn't used up, so I've got to make that as the base instead of marinara. I'm going to mix together some whole milk ricotta and a little minced garlic, and I've got some pepperonis to put on there. That's going to be my, and of course mozzarella. That is going to be my white pie. I just sprayed my little 1/4 cup measuring cup here, so it'll slide out a little easier. And it gives me at least a ballpark to start off with. I'm going to start off with the 4. Let them cool. Those are the ones I'll be putting away. Let's just make sure how we're looking. Oh, I just love these chocolate. Even my husband really likes them. That's why I'm doing extra. And we got a quick little extra meal. So we're going to do that about 3.5 to 4 minutes. Time to assemble. I've got the oven at 350. You can hit broil, you can hit 400. I like kind of a slow, melty goodness. I don't want to overdo it. So here's a little bit of my Alfredo. All right, so I got that. So I mixed my ricotta, 1/2 cup of ricotta, and maybe about a teaspoon of the minced garlic, and it's in the olive oil. Otherwise, if I didn't have that, I was just going to saute some garlic. We don't usually get the jars, and I got it. We have to use it up, so I just mixed all that together. So ricotta, I don't know if we need the Alfredo. I had some leftover, so I thought, what the hell? Okay, so we got the ricotta, and I'm going to put some pepperoni here before I do the extra mozzarella. Just give it a little color. Sun-dried tomatoes is really good for a white pie. Also, which I don't have, but whatever you want on there, spinach. Like chocolate chips, I got to have like one in every bite. They're just so cute, aren't they? Then I'm going to pop it in the oven like 5 minutes. If you have the higher temperature, just like 2 minutes is plenty. Okay, so it depends if you want the higher temperature, if you like it like kind of crunchy on top. I like it more gooey than crunchy, so there we go. Yeah, I might have been a little heavy with the Alfredo sauce. Oh well. Okay, so I've got some white pizza truffles. Probably a little messy, but and I used to do a Mountain Dew with it. So I thought I'd go for a soda. I don't normally keep soda in the house, but this is Zevia brand. I got a creamy root beer flavor, and I thought I would try that with my chaffles. Okay, well, it's dessert time. And last night I took out a little leftover of my blueberry yum yum. I will leave a link to how I made that. And I'm going to see if it came out okay being frozen. So I got that. And to go with that, I made a little chocolate milk. I put it in this container with the lid because it's a powder. So it's unsweetened almond milk with the pure. It's stevia sweetened, so I like that. The little chocolate drink mix is good for hot chocolate or chocolate milk for just such an occasion. Well, now I know for sure that it freezes well. So if you ever want to make blueberry yum yum, it's good to know that you can make a small little pan, you can make a big pan, but it does freeze well. Yay! Well, the musical Grease won out. So I decided to just sit and watch Grease and dance along with the songs and sing along with the songs and have my little bit of fun. Plus, I just got finished dancing to one of my favorite songs in Grease, Grease Lightning. You just can't help but go Grease Lightning, burning up the quarter mile. Oh, leave me a comment if you like that movie too, and if you like that song. Well, if you like this video, it was a little bit different, it was a little bit fun, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, bye.